Have you ever wondered how many zombies are in Project Zomboid? No? Well, I have. And I aim to see if I can kill every single one of them. But I've made it much more difficult than it needs to be. With hordes, low loot, terrible vehicle condition, deadly wound infections, as well as high zombie population and pinpoint hearing zombies that follow any sound they hear for miles. Oh yeah, and I start covered in burns with a broken leg. Let's throw some sprinters in there as well, why not? I wake up in a dark room, alone and in pain. My whole body is covered in bandages, with a splint on my right shin. Oh shit, I was in a crash. Limping out of the room, the lights are on, but no one's home. As I check the last room, I hear banging. At the front, a woman is banging on the window. To my horror, half her face is missing. Wanting to minimize contact with what appears to be a diseased person, I limp back in and close the door behind me. I grab a scalpel from the room I woke up in, just in case, and start looking for supplies. I desperately want a medical mask to protect me from contracting whatever she has, but there are none to be found. There is, however, plenty of medicine, including antibiotics, which I'll need if I'm to be running around covered in burn wounds. When I go back to check on the woman, she's motionless on the ground. Looking out the window, there's another, who spots me. I retreat to the back room, finding a metal pipe in the bin, before I hear thumping on the door. I quickly stack a chair against the door and turn out the light. Eventually, the thumping stops. When I finally work up the courage to open the door, I get a good look at him. His skin is pale, his face and leg covered in blood and wounds. Opening the back door for some air, there are corpses outside, one of them walking. Hopefully the door holds them. All this moving around has opened my wounds, sullying my bandages and putting me at risk of infection. Without a doctor, infections will be lethal. I need to make sure I'm disinfecting the wounds and making sterile bandages, but there are only a small amount here. It's going to be a constant battle until these wounds heal to keep them clean. When I go back to check the front, a small group is approaching. I rush to the back room and jam the chair against the door like last time, hoping they didn't see me. 3 of them burst down the door. I push 2 over, but being unable to run, I can't escape the 3rd unscathed. I limp away, to the next building over, hoping to hide, but they follow. I have to fight. We're in a video store, but all these posters look like sugar honey iced tea. Maybe they'd look better if they used today's sponsor, Display. Look at this boring room. Oh, look at that, it's a display I already own. But I need more. There's over 2 million artworks from officially licensed designs to choose from, ranging from Star Wars and Marvel to Call of Duty and The Witcher. There's so many, it was honestly hard to pick. It's almost like some kind of indecision paralysis was holding me back. Display's metal posters come in a variety of sizes and finishes, and with their magnet mount, they're really easy to put up. The best part is, they're super easy to adjust or swap out, which helps me because I'm indecisive as fuck. Luckily, it takes mere seconds to put up. So, no frustrations there. And with the cool finishes, like matte, gloss, and even 3D contours with the new texture, Display is leagues above when it comes to decorating your room. So head over to display.com and use code RIXTOTRICKS for 27% off if you buy 1, or 33% off if you buy 2 or more, but only for a limited time. Well, it's clear that I'm on my own. I grab a carrier bag and start loading up on meds. I clean myself and my wounds as best as I can in the sink, and as the sun begins to set, I head across to the parking lot to a row of houses. Oh my god. Oh my god, there's fucking one behind me! After a bit of tense fighting, we appear to be safe. There'll be food here, beds, water, but most importantly, we'll be able to find a cooking pot to sterilize bandages. Fuck. Oh fuck, why are there so many? Oh god. It's infected. Oh my god, where are they all coming from? I'm trying so hard, man. Since someone is bound to ask, here's the character. A lot of the traits are just quality of life, like increased carry weight, cat's eyes, dexterous, fast learner. I mainly just want the XP boosts. I try not to take any really overpowered traits. I drank coffee instead of sleeping to stay up and tend to my wounds. It should get easier to maintain as the days go by and they begin to heal. The healing bonus from being well fed is what's saving us here, so food is up there at the top of our priorities. A zombie delivers us a machete, which is pretty fucking nice, not gonna lie. Hello. Is that a fucking machete? Signed and delivered. I'm just eating as much fucking food as I can find. 2 and a 3, 4, 5, 6. Jesus Christ. We also find some clothes today, although we have to be careful not to overheat. We can't see the temperature, but trust me, it's very hot. So after looting some more, come on, give me some pants, please. Oh, fuck me. Alright. All the while maintaining my wounds. We head home, disinfect all my bandages again, and go to sleep. I pray that the wounds don't get infected while I sleep. Only? Okay, whoa. Well, I bled through basically every bandage, but blissfully, no burns were infected. I clean up, then watch the VHSs we got last night, before looting the adjacent houses, getting some proper clothes in the process. Casual day pack, let's go. It's just a constant fight. Oh my god, how am I going to get this across? That I'm having to stop every 5 minutes to fucking change bandages. Okay, jeans, let's wear those. Took out. Yeah, we're getting like real fucking clothes. Let's go. Not even fucking 2 minutes later, the rest of my bandages are all gone. Ah, god damn this. More fucking bandages. Oh, god, you're sprinting. In your own time, buddy. Jesus. It's the same situation again tonight, but the disinfectant and sterilized bandages are working. So again, no infections. However, on the 4th night after reading all day, a horde forms outside the house. I don't know what this is or how it happened, but at the time I could only surmise it was a storm horde. I'll explain later. I had to assume there were hundreds of zombies heading right for me. This wasn't the plan. So I hobbled as quick as I could to the shops and clambered my way onto the roof. As suspected, there were maybe 100 who wandered over to me. This horde acts quite different to the usual ones. At some point, they begin to form a horde nearby, giving the impression that the streets are clear, all quiet. Then, they will all attack at once, in an unbearable wave. The attack could last anywhere between 6 and 24 hours, before they return to normal behaviour. With pinpoint hearing zombies that follow any sound they hear for miles, this superposition causes an apocalyptic scenario, as you'll begin to see very soon. But for now, I have a day or two of supplies in my bag, and some coffee. So, all I can do is wait it out. But after one day, the lesser burns are beginning to heal, particularly the ones on my feet. While I'm still limping, I can now crouch to sneak, so I spend the next 2 days testing how the zombies react to my sounds, and working the muscles in my legs so I can make less noise when sneaking. But, on day 7, as my supplies run out and I'm dying of dehydration from the heat, my fracture has healed enough for me to run with only a small limp, granting me almost full mobility. The fracture's healed! I can run and jump? Oh my god! Finally! Finally! Oh fuck, well I'm dying of thirst. This changes everything. Now I can outrun the zombies, take risks, fight, and boy am I itching for a fight. Time to see just how big this horde really is. The wounds are healed. The power went out. Hopefully it's only temporary. It's beginning to dawn on me just how important sound is in this challenge. I kill one zombie and a small horde crawls out the woodwork. At least one of them had a scrap spear. Look at this. I smash a car window and the consequences are 30 zombies in an area I've already cleared. Then I smash another car window, and it's exponentially more. There's something strange going on, where successive noises are compounding, causing this one to pull in double the last. I'm also having to retreat as I fight, taking me into yet uncleared areas, pulling in even more zombies. From my time on the rooftop, I know that there's a petrol station and some shops to the west. That's going to be the best place for us to go. And while the petrol station is clear, it takes some serious work to push into the Gigamart. And we barely get enough time to loot before a horde forces a retreat. Oh boy. Oh boy. I found an aerosol bomb in a bin. I've never used one before, so naturally I had to lob it at a horde. Oh my god! A lot of them got back up. Okay, that's fine. I'll have to keep an eye out for hairspray and sparklers to make more. I can't fight this, so I head back. It's pretty late anyway. I woke up early the next day, and after clearing the stragglers, I decided to train nimble and sprinting. There we go. I head back to the supermarket to clear the horde, but it's still just too much. I really wanted to clear this place. Up until now, I've been able to work my way through pretty much any horde, since my leg healed anyway. But now, the zombie population is nearing its peak, and it's becoming too much, even for me. Oh, that was close. Nope. Oh, fuck. No, no, no. Overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer. Holy fuck. A close call like that sends me reeling. Any one of those could have been a bite. A single more hit, and I'd have been unable to escape. All I can do right now is go home, clean and disinfect my wounds. But when I go to sterilize more bandages, the power is still out. Thinking on my feet, I grab some wood from the destroyed fences and build a campfire. But when I go to light it, flashes of the car crash come back to me. I can't bring myself to do it. Okay, not ideal, but I'm sure there'll be a grill of some kind in the neighborhood, which we've all but cleared out. Except, of course, there's zombies. I'm still able to fight, but it's just never ending. Each zombie I kill draws in 2 more. All I can do is run. At least I got the grill home. Except even that is apparently too much, and a horde attacks me. This one I'm forced to fight. And eventually, bloody and tired, I get through it. Now there's so many corpses I'm at risk of dying to corpse sickness, so I start moving the corpses out of the house, so I at least have a somewhat sterile area to rest. But, as I'm so fixated on the bodies and the stragglers, I've neglected my wounds. I've been down to a wound infection this whole time. I've been down to a wound infection this whole time. I've been down to a fucking wound infection this whole time. Naturally, the emergency protocol is to shove an entire loaf of bread down my gullet, but I can't replace the bandage. If I take it off this close to death, I'll bleed out, but the infection won't even start to recede until I get a sterilized bandage on it. I kill the stragglers and run inside, where I drink some medicine, which does fucking nothing. What did it do? Stupid homeopathic medicine. I bet it was infused with fucking lapis lazuli or some shit. Made with healing vibrations. No. What'll save me is some good old-fashioned canned food. And of course, once I've healed enough, disinfecting the wound, antibiotics, and a clean bandage. It'd probably help if I wash myself too. Oh, the fucking flies as well. I spend the rest of the day loading and unloading ammo. Oh no! Horde! Right on my base! I need to fight this and win, or I lose everything! After 2 days of fighting, it's finally feeling normal again. I'm able to start moving into new areas, namely the next set of row houses, where I find a car with a key and a sliver of gas.
Holy shit.
I'm pretty keen to get petrol while the power's still on, so I drive it over, coasting the last few meters.
Fuel in it as well. Let's go. I got it. I got it here.
However, the noise draws in a massive horde, so I spend the next 6 hours clearing it out. With even more zombies dead, I'm able to push out a little further, moving closer to my ultimate goal, the dormitories. This building is something of a legend in Project Zomboid. Every player will, at some point, get the elusive dormitory survivor house. Survivor homes give you high-end gun and weapon loot, and the dormitories are like 40 survivor homes in one. If you get it, it's an entire run's worth of guns and ammo. Anyway, after looting some more, I end up sleeping away from home, in the farthest row house. The next day, after looting my way back through the houses, I'm feeling pretty confident about my chances to get to the dormitory. I drive over in the pickup, which starts to draw out all the zombies from inside the building.
Terrible.
It's a long and drawn out fight. With the scrap spear, it's pretty safe to back up while swinging. It's just painfully slow. By the end of the day, we're up to 1,300 kills. I barricade myself in the bank to sleep. And on the foggy 14th, I've cleared out the dormitory. Well, it's not a survivor home, but it's still a massive boon. Tons of food and random loot. Bedrooms can contain all kinds of goodies like guns, ammo, and machetes. And while we find none of the former, we find like 10 machetes. I had no idea how essential those machetes would be to making this challenge actually possible. After an entire day of looting this one building, I feel like it's safe enough to sleep here. Although, at the back of my mind, I had this awful feeling that we hadn't seen a storm horde in a long time, possibly ever. And when I have a bad feeling, it's usually for a good reason. Maybe it was the lack of zombies, maybe it was just the length of time that had passed, or maybe I'm fucking psychic, because the screams of a storm horde wake me at 4 AM.
Fuck, I thought this was gonna happen. Oh, I was just fucking thinking to myself.
Full panic mode. There's still 2 hours of random zombies left, and I have no idea how many zombies there are, or how long it'll take them to reach me. It's only a matter of time.
Holy shit! Oh, what the fuck? Why is there more of them? Zombie. Wait.
Never did I ever expect to get pushed out of a town like that. My attempts at clearing March Ridge here have been an utter failure. I gave it my all though, going from 1,300 kills to 2,500 in that fight. I'm left to look through what little loot we escaped with. Mostly the stuff I loaded in from the dormitories, and whatever I had on me. I want guns. I want to go back in there and decimate the place. Looking at the map, I only really have two options. The Muldra and Rosewood police stations. There are more options further afield like the army surplus near Ekron and the various hunting stores, but they're a good day's drive away. Either way, both police stations are at the edge of their respective towns, so I should be able to clear a way in without too much hassle. Muldra seems like the easier option, so I head there, stopping at the interchange to check cars. The zombies, however, were more eager to get started.
Oh, fuck.
I push my way north, through the petrol station and towards the police station. It's a grueling, multi-day process, using every trick I know and still getting incredibly frustrated.
Why? What did I do to bring zombies here? I didn't do anything. Where are all these guys fucking coming from? Ah! With the 3,000 kills. Oh, I love it when I just fucking miss. Dude, you need to stop missing. Why do they always fucking synchronized jump? It's so fucking stupid. Oh my god, why are there so fucking many in there? Dude, why are there so many in that fucking building? Why? Why are you fucking missing? Oh, I've got the scrap spear as well. I completely forgot that. No, 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 no. Fuck, what am I supposed to do? Oh, you fucking can't be serious. What the? Why are there so many zombies? Why are there so many zombies? Oh, that's a lot more than I am really willing to deal with. No, I can't. Gotta love it, gotta love it, gotta love it, gotta love it. You just gotta love it, haven't you? No! Fuck me, I fucking hate this shit. Oh. I don't know what I'm gonna do when I run out of machetes. What? What? Where the fuck are all these guys coming from? You'll love to see it. I have hair. It's been that long. We've been here so fucking long. Fine.
Another 1,800 kills later, and I reach the police station. And for what? A couple boxes of 9mm and 45 ACP, and a Heckler and Koch with 1 mag and 35 rounds. What a fucking waste. After sleeping in my car for, what, 3 nights? I've lost track of the days without a digital watch. I give myself the luxury of sleeping in a bed at the Rusty Rifle.
A fresh hot dog in the bin? Let's go.
Then, early the next morning, I set off for Rosewood. It's 5 AM when I arrive. The fire station is pretty clear. There's even a good quality fire truck. But before I can transfer the loot over, my time runs out. The seemingly infinite zombies are back onto me. What follows is another frustrating couple days of fighting.
Why is there 500 zombies for one fucking house? Do I have any energy drinks? No. I've used everything. Uh-oh. No, 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 no. Come on. You're joking. You're joking. You're joking. I just can't let myself get exhausted. I can't.
I eventually create a system for luring zombies through a series of windows.
Oh, mamma mia! What the?
Netting us another 1,300 kills. But even still, the zombies just don't stop coming. I don't know what kind of hell I'm in, but I must have done something bad in a previous life. On the third or fourth day of Rosewood, I'm struggling with corpse sickness and a wound infection on my neck. So I head to the furthest outskirts of town and find a quiet place to rest. When I wake, I find the car outside has a key and petrol, so I decide to take a different approach.
Oh my god. Oh my god, what the hell? I could die here. What the? Oh, not going that way. Oh god. Oh boy. Oh. What have I done? Oh god. Oh, as well. No. Oh. Holy. What to do? Oh my god, where am I? Let's go. Two of them. Oh god. Oh, please. Yeah. Is that it? Nothing even in here. This was not worth it. This can't be right. Oh, there's something wrong. No, are you kidding me? Oh my. I made it. Oh my. No, there's no time. In one box of 556.
Well, that was eventful. The fruits of our labour being a couple rounds, a vector, and a Daewoo. I mean, come on. All the helicopter had in it was a single box of 556. Are you kidding me? Enough of this no-gun bullshit. I'm going to the army surplus store. It's part of a tiny town in the rural west of Kentucky. It should be a pretty easy place to conquer. And I mean actually conquer. It should be the first area we can fully clear. It also has a pharmacy, petrol station, generic shops, as well as being a short drive from a shooting range and a hunting store. So if we don't find guns and ammo here, I might just go crazy. It's almost midnight as we approach the town, so I stop at a farmhouse on the edge to sleep. I still don't have a digital watch, so I'm completely lost on what day it is. It doesn't matter. It's day army surplus. And blissfully, it's only a small fight to get inside. But before I can loot, an attack chopper flies over.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Followed by an emergency supply drop. There was an attack chopper in March Ridge early on. I wonder if they noticed me. They did draw in all the zombies, however, so I'm unable to retrieve it right now.
Okay.
Luckily, it didn't draw many to the surplus store, and I'm able to loot and organize everything into piles.
Nothing in here, nope, nothing in here either, okay. The big gun. We've got a compound bow. Okay, we're getting a look coming on. I wear the goggles too, what if I like...
With some new drip, I decided to test out the compound bow. With level 0 aiming, it's pretty trash.
Oh god, okay, not a fan of this so far.
It also makes an awful sound when it reloads.
Ew, why is it like a...
Looking through the guns, it's not exactly what I was hoping for.
Ooh. Ooh. Ooh.
Everything uses 45, 9mm, or 5.56, and 90% of the ammo we have is none of those. We have 1,000 22LR rounds for Christ's sake, and while we do have a gun that uses 22, when I try it out, it's pitifully bad. But at least we have guns. I just need ammo and mags now. I only have 2 boxes of shotgun shells, but it's the best way to level low-level aiming, so I use all of them in that pursuit.
When did they end though? Like, the horde has to end at some point, right? Okay. This might be... Oh, fuck. Come on, get up.
After all of my shotgun shells and almost all of my 9mm, I'm only level 1 aiming. I used the last of my rounds to lure the zombies away from town, grabbing the airdrop on the way back. It contains food, water, medicine, and radios, enough to supply me for maybe a week. I decided to stay here and exercise for a few days to get my fitness up, since I'm constantly getting exhausted in melee fights. Can you imagine if I didn't have all those machetes? I'd be like half as effective.
Oh yeah.
However, after 2 days, I hear zombies outside. What follows is a largish fight that gets compounded by another airdrop. As appreciative as I am for the supplies, they just brought all of the zombies down on me. I'm forced to retreat, and I end up at a church. I'm sick of this. I want to win for once.
Ah, give me strength.
The next day, loaded up with every machete I have, I set off. After fighting till the evening, I noticed that things were getting a little quiet. The zombies are heading north, in some cases, ignoring me entirely. It's gotta be a storm horde gathering. I follow them through the woods, hoping to find the epicenter, but get spooked as night approaches. Not wanting to be anywhere near it, I hike until midnight to the campgrounds to the west.
Oh my god, it's a fucking cultist.
My hunch was correct, there are guns here, which I ferry back the next day using the jeep outside. When I return, I'm filling up a new car when the storm horde begins its attack. Not wanting to stick around, I head up to the highway hunting store, where I get stopped by a roadblock and a horde, forcing me to continue on foot.
Oh god, please don't shoot me, please don't shoot me. I don't know if they're shooting me or not. Fuck me. Okay, back up. Christ. Oh my god, I hate this. I hate this. Oh, fuck. Keep going. Keep going. They come. If I trip, I'm gonna lose this. Ah, fucking. Oh. No, we're not doing this, are we? What's going on? No, you can't be serious. I just got back. What is going on? Why is there a horde on me?
Okay, bit of a time skip there. This was multiple real-life days of playtime, which I cut down because I was legitimately losing my mind.
What the fuck, what the fuck, what the fuck, what the fuck? Oh my god, what's going on?
The gun loot was extremely underwhelming. The main thing we got was 1,000 rounds of 22 LR, which I spent training my aiming.
Several song-filled hours later,
It got us one fucking level. That caliber is useless. I also tried out the crossbow. It's also near useless at low aiming levels. But yeah, that could have easily been about 5 montages, with us going from around 5,000 kills to 11,000. That shit was giving me a Darkest Dungeon resolve check. The best explanation I have is that we essentially drew in every zombie in the southwest portion of the map, in roughly this area. Imagine if we didn't have all those machetes. But yeah, still basically no gun loot, except for 8 boxes of 5.56 we found in a crash chopper, along with this cool pilot helmet. I used almost everything I had. 9mm, 45 ACP, even the 7.62 in an attempt to clear the town and level my aiming.
I don't know if that was worth it.
I mean, it's not like we had a lot of any of them. All we're left with is the 5.56.
Is that it? Am I out? Yep, I'm out. Oh, that's it. Water's finally out. Oh, am I brave? I'm brave! Let's go! They can't make up their mind. Man, I'm just trying to fucking sleep. There's just another million zombies. I'm losing my mind. After all of that, and with winter setting in, it was time to move on. I want to go to the factory outside of Riverside, focus on some stuff other than guns, like our crafting skills for when our dwindling supply of machetes runs out. We also need to level mechanics and, if we can, electrical. The highway is clear of zombies until we reach the hunting store, reinforcing my theory about having cleared this portion of the map. I stop over and clear the zombies here too. The truck is in bad shape though, and there's a working car here with a key. It doesn't have much storage, but I decide to tow it along in case the truck dies. I can always come back for the loot. Okay. And this area becomes another monstrous time sink. It's November when we arrive, and it's near January by the time it's clear. But this place has a bit of a story to tell. Firstly, there's a house alarm as we arrive, which will pull zombies all the way from Riverside. So I dip, deciding to start at the edge, a farmhouse, and work my way in. The next day, I've made my way into the factory. All seems well. I even start disassembling the machinery for electronics XP before stopping myself. I've got more important things to do. I find a solvent trap which can be made into a suppressor, which might come in very handy later, and as I'm looting, I'm pretty sure they're forming a horde again. Oh no. Oh no, they're forming a horde, aren't they?
But I keep at my work, fully looting the factory and piling everything up in the parking lot and bringing all the cars over for me to work on. Another day later, and I decide to go to the self-storage next door. The house alarm and storm having lured all the zombies away, I'm able to begin looting. One of the very first rooms I enter has a generator and a gun locker in it, with 20 40mm grenades.
Holy!
I really hope we find a grenade launcher, but before I can plan or loot any further, I hear the screams of the horde in the distance. But oddly, it's pretty quiet. Not many zombies. I decide to keep looting, coming across another gun locker, this time with 14 boxes of ammo for a gun we have never seen, and a fucking minigun! Yes! After using this in Pred's event, I was desperate to get my hands on it for this challenge. I even find Mechanics 2, which was a huge roadblock for our vehicle progress. On such a high, I completely forgot about the Storm Horde. I mean, if it hadn't shown up now, it probably didn't have enough zombies to pull over. Maybe we were still in range of what was drawn to the army surplus.
Holy shit! No.
Well, shit. I head back, expecting no zombies, but I'm greeted by 2 additional hordes. I start fighting it, but then I have a thought. We just found a minigun. It takes 5.56, and 5.56 is the only ammo we haven't spent yet. We have enough for 1 magazine, 520 rounds, enough to level up aiming, and maybe clear the horde.
This is a terrible idea.
I start loading the mag as I bait the horde, which takes 2 full hours. And then, open fire.
It's a machine gun! That's it. I'm out. Was it worth it?
Okay, to be fair, I knew that wouldn't clear the horde. The goal was to use it to lure all the zombies back west, so I'd have some time at the factory to get my work done. I mean, I also did it because it's extremely fun, but I could have dipped back into the woods and gone back, but I felt confident I could fight my way back. What followed was 36 hours of constant fighting, no sleep, picking up weapons off of bodies as mine broke, until 1,000 of them lay dead, and just as many more still coming. Tired, with snow settling on the ground, a flimsy spear in my hands, and no coffee, I finally gave up. Mercifully, the forest was clear, but another house alarm triggered as I passed through the nearby trailer park. Hopefully it was worth it.
Oh, you're kidding me. Excuse me, how the fuck do you know where I am?
After clearing the area, the weather is getting extremely cold, so I moved deeper into the warehouse. Except there were more zombies hiding somewhere, and it takes until 2 AM to dispatch them. I head upstairs and make my bed. When I wake up, I can finally work on leveling some more. By the end of the day, a huge blizzard has blown in.
Holy.
Even inside is freezing. I try to wrap up in my sleeping bag, but it's not enough. I wake up freezing to death and have to exercise for warmth.
No longer dying, but Jesus.
I'm able to sleep for an extra hour before my alarm goes off. It'll have to do. I brave the storm to get the truck inside, and leave it running with the heater on full blast.
Degrees in here.
Then, I work on my clothes, fixing all the holes I've acquired. But I'm still not a good enough tailor to make my clothes warmer. I spend the rest of the day between sitting in the truck warming up and leveling electronics. And I'm reduced to looking through bins for old food while I wait for the storm to pass. When I wake, the storm is over. With my electronic skill at new heights, I'm able to finally make noisemakers.
Here we go.
And you can bet I'm eager to try them out. I head over to the self-storage and lob one to the west. Sadly, it draws in all the easterly zombies too.
Shit.
Thank God for all these fences. They'll eventually break though, but most of them will die in the attempt. I climb up to the roof and throw another noisemaker east. But it just makes things worse. I wait to see if things settle down, but eventually I decide to leave, grabbing the noisemakers as I go.
Dude, I've ruined this place by doing this. I didn't expect it to be so loud. Where is it? 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 There it is. Is this a mistake? Was this a mistake? No, I'm good. Where is it? Where is it? There it is. Oh, this is going to be awkward. Got it.
I drop them as I retreat to hopefully draw them away for another attempt.
Nope. Actually not. Hold it. Oh, that was not far from.
I loop back around, trying to clear the east side. And while I kill all of them, it's too late to capitalize on it, so I head back, spending the final hours of the day modifying my weapons. Weapon modifiers is really underrated.
30. There we go. That's the one we want. Carpal. Ooh.
I return early in the morning, killing the remnants. The fence is the real MVP here. I spend the morning looting and fighting, not really finding anything of note, and the rest of the day goes mostly the same. At least I'm thinning out the zombies in the area. Next, I head over to the gas and go, clearing it. Picking the lock on some vehicles outside before heading to the mechanics.
I'm so good.
Which has a massive horde outside of it because of the noisemakers.
Holy, what the? Okay, this must have been the horde that, don't worry about it, don't worry about it. That's the noisemaker horde, just, who cares?
What's holding me back right now, aside from the fuck off massive horde, is vehicles. Sure, there are 4 working vehicles right now, but they're all in bad condition, and I don't have the mechanic skill to replace the parts or the metalworking skill to repair them. So I go through the trailer park, fully expecting to find a propane grill we can use for our blowtorches, but there isn't a single one. I'm able to get to level 2 metalworking with what we have, though we need 3 to repair parts, so I grab a generator and take it to the gas and go. After clearing the immediate area, which ends up being no small task,
Where's the horde here? Where are they going? What is going on?
I'm able to turn it on and fill up the cars. I bring over the damaged cars for training,
It's gonna...
followed by turning the petrol station into a base. And over the course of the next week, I finally kill every zombie in the area. After 2 days of killing, we finally have a completely safe location. I do some work around the base, making it tidier and more organised. I also try and cook a meal for once, forgetting that I can't light fires.
No, no. I'm such an idiot. I thought...
And forgetting that I use dirty water in the meal.
Oh, I'm sick.
Oops. Then, I level mechanics, thinking that it's metalworking.
Oh. Oh, I need metalworking. Ah, I'm an idiot.
and level tailoring, allowing me to add more protection and finally add insulation so I won't freeze to death. Not like we're past the coldest part of winter or anything. Now I'm ready to take on Riverside. It should be our easiest destination, with water to the north and us already having cleared the southwest already. I really doubt there'll be that many left in Riverside, besides the zombies and buildings that won't have hurt us. First, I hit the police station, where we get 200 5.56 and 69mm. I'm loading the 5.56 into a minigun mag when I notice the zombies walking away, and 1 minute later, there's a storm horde.
Oh, I fucking called it. I fucking called it.
It's a pretty small horde for a real town. I fight it with melee until I get tripped and drop my helmet.
Wow. Oh, you're kidding.
Revealing my yee-ass haircut.
God, I've not seen my face in ages. Look at me, I'm rocking the bowl cut.
Maybe if I cut it mid-fight, I'll finally get some bitches on my dick. Another horde appears.
Alright. What's this?
So I pull out the minigun. But honestly, it seems like a bit of a waste. But I'm onto my last machete, already repaired 3 times, so it's pointless to repair again. Before you know it, it's over, and I'm back at the base. Well, I ran out of fuel after damaging the fuel tank of the car from driving over bodies all day, but it was still uneventful.
It's got a leaky fuel tank.
I spend the next day looting the entire trailer park for food. I want to get my weight up as I read. And the next day, I towed the taxi back before training more mechanics, hitting level 5 the day after.
Let's go.
Now I can repair engines. I spend the evening driving through Riverside looking for car parts, since all our vehicles are looking pretty bleak. I end up bringing a propane grill and a TV home, and end the day watching some videos in a warm room for once. I tow 2 more cars back while using a makeshift silence vector to good effect.
You're kidding.
Instead of smashing the windows, I lockpick them open. I really underutilized lockpicking. I'll do it more from now on. While we have 6 working vehicles, they're all in bad to terrible condition. Most of them I'm towing back just to use for training. I still can't repair parts as my metalworking skill is too low, so I'll just have to power through metalworking without the XP boost from the books. With level 3, I can finally repair the hoods and trunks of the better cars, protecting the engine and increasing boot space. Almost 1/3 extra space.
160.
Holy shit, that was so worth it. Around this time, I also learned that I can repair other parts using the recycler mod, but it barely repairs anything, so it's not really worth it. On the 71st, we get another horde, but only 1 zombie comes, pretty much confirming that the area is clear. Speaking of clear, I really ought to be working on Riverside. I spend the next day figuring out my loadout, wondering if I even need guns, which would be much better spent in an entirely new area that needs the most firepower. Although, the next day we get another horde, this time pulling in a couple from Riverside, but I dispatch them with ease. I even start training Shortblade. All the while, every time I go into Riverside, I kill as many as I can, and each time I return, there are less, until the 72nd, when it's clear I only need 1 final sweep to clear any missed zombies. I end that day by towing a lovely Dash competitor back to base.
love this little guy. Now, hear me out. This thing looks pretty beat up.
Look, I know it looks terrible, but hear me out. Building a base is nice, but with the petrol consumption rate being what it is, why wouldn't this be a nomad challenge? It's pretty bare bones, but it has power. I see a lot of potential here. Apparently I was so excited, I stopped recording to mark this as an extremely important moment, and didn't think to check if I started recording until the next cool thing happened.
Oh no, I wasn't recording. Ah.
There was a helicopter crash the same night as I was leaving Riverside. It was all cool and cinematic as I drove off-road and emerged from the trees to see the chopper in the wheat field, but well. The main thing is that it had 15 boxes of 5.56, or 300 rounds, as well as 3 M14s. I head home, with Riverside now clear. Work on the trailer begins immediately. Not only do we need to fix the mechanics, we also need to furnish the interior. The main issue is storage space. The benefit of a base is the unlimited loot capacity, but the trailer is very restricted. I don't want to just build a corner stack of 21 crates though. I want the interior to look nice. Thankfully, the nearby trailer park has a similar theme. We can take the top cabinets and put them above counters, doubling the storage in a much more aesthetic way, although still less effective than crate stacking. I also take out the toilet and plumb in a shower instead. There's a rain collector on the roof, giving us water for a hot shower, but it isn't safe to drink. I bring in the propane grill too, but it doesn't fit under the cabinet, which is really unfortunate. It's a source of heat and also cooking without draining electricity, but I don't really like how it looks here. I leave it running while my clothes are drying, almost causing me to freeze in the minus 22 Celsius weather. I end up putting a stack of crates in the top corner, since it looks somewhat nice, and we can't put top cabinets in the corner there anyway. I enter a bit of a flow state as I work on the trailer, and more time passes than I care to admit. But by day 77, I'm as ready as I'll ever be.
Oh shit, well we've used up all of the fuel from this one.
It's hard to say goodbye to a base, even one as simplistic as this, but the challenge doesn't wait for anyone. The west side of the map is almost entirely clear, save for the country club, which we can pass on our way to our next destination, Ekron. The country club is a weird one, since it's entirely fenced off. I pretty much have to enter it to clear it. I spend a few days running around with noisemakers, drawing all the zombies out. And we end up getting a storm horde, which, due to the river splitting this part of the map, causes a significant wave to cross the bridge all at once. It's not too hard to deal with, and with it, I discover the strategy of leaving the car engine on to split the horde into bite-sized chunks.
This alarm is pretty perfect. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
I pull up outside of Ekron for the night, finding a survivor house with 8 boxes of ACP and 5.56.
Oh, wasn't that just lovely?
It's even naturally above freezing in the trailer now. However, Ekron starts with a bang, and I come out of the trailer to a horde.
Yo, where have you guys come from? Oh, bollocks. Look, there's another one, there's another one, there's another one.
Ekron shouldn't be hard. We already cleared the area to the southwest and to the north, but it ends up being quite difficult. The little morning horde to the north ticked me off, and I'm in no mood to mess around. With the 5.56 we found last night, that puts us at 2 minigun boxes, or 1,000 rounds, and I'm keen to use it. But if I want to get the most out of it, I need to run around Ekron to get all the zombies out of the houses and lure them down a choke point. Clearing the rest of Ekron is a slow and painful process, taking until the 87th to clear. It always felt like it was clear, and then another wave of zombies would come. I was frequently fighting into the late hours of the night, just so that I could get into the trailer to sleep. We end up with 19,500 kills.
Whoa, my god.
I even cleared the outskirts, but there were no zombies. Everything got drawn in by the gunshots. The next stop is the army surplus, to pick up some supplies we left.
Whoa.
Then, it's on to the secret military base. The base has a pretty significant zombie population, rivaling that of Rosewood plus the prison. Front access via road is a death sentence. If the majority of those zombies get pulled into the woods, we've got no chance. I figured my best bet is to head into the woods and try and draw them out with noisemakers. And while that brings a few out, it's a drop in the ocean. So instead, I take the muffler off of the car and start revving the shit out of the engine. Which seems to work. A constant trickle that turns into a wave comes out of the forest, followed by a helicopter that throws everything out of whack. In the resulting chaos, we hit 20,000 kills.
20,000 kills.
I continue the cycle of driving and killing for 4 more days, using the minigun on the 3rd.
Yo, I just did a 360 by accident.
But I'm seeing the writing on the wall. I'm getting more and more overwhelmed with each wave.
Here we go for the 100th time. $22,000. My god. give a shit. What's this? No, I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. I'm gonna go for the cart, and I'm gonna get out of here.
I'm leaving. So I hitch the trailer and get the hell out of there.
Come on, come on, come on, come on.
I put the muffler back on and drive to a safe distance. After a week at this, I decide this isn't working, and that I'm going to take a sledgehammer and Hail Mary the facility. I head into the woods, dropping noisemakers as I go to keep the zombies off my trail. It's risky, but I'm hoping that this part of the woods is clear after all the noise we made back there.
Taking me 2 hours to get here.
I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this.
Okay.
When I reach the fence, there are loads trapped inside. With daylight running out, I make the call to drop noisemakers outside the fence, in the hope of drawing them all to one side so I can enter from the opposite. As night begins to fall, we run into an unexpected fence. It's not that long, I could go around, but I don't have the time to make a decision before a group has formed on the other side. Thankfully, most of them are too stupid to go around, but it doesn't matter. This situation is fucked. In less than an hour, they'll be sprinters.
Run as fast as possible. Come on.
It'll take me until the next day to get back to the trailer, and if I make any loud noises here, it's over. I have to stay awake and as alert as possible, watching every movement in the trees. I'm backed into a corner, possibly the worst and the best place I could be. Most are too stupid to go around, so I can stab them through the fence, meaning I only have to watch my northwest flank. It's a very long, intense night. Exercising for warmth, resting every moment I get, constantly afraid they'll knock the fence down and it'll be over. But the sun rises, and with it, my confidence. Relying on coffee to keep me awake, I head over to the main road, but I'm quickly spooked. They push me back to the corner. But then, a group approaches from behind, and I'm forced to make a move.
Oh no. Oh no. No, 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 this is too many. Fuck. Where are they coming from? No, 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 no. Please, God, please, God, work. I'm praying, I'm praying.
I sneak in, making as little sound as possible before taking a quick break. I'm in. I'm actually in. The noisemakers worked, and there's none on the roads, so I make my way to the opposite side, where there's a back road that leads to the rear of the base. It's flanked on both sides by fences, protecting me from the far forest horde, and blissfully there aren't too many on the road itself, where I have little room to dodge. The zombies on the fence are absolutely terrifying. Many of them will die trying to break through, but once they do, the floodgates to hell will open. I reach the back of the base and clear it as slow as I can. I don't want to draw them all out at once with no room to escape, especially with the image of a horde flooding through a broken fence behind me in my mind. But I'm a vet at this point, and before long, I'm inside.
What if there's nothing good here? You're a dick. You're a dick. You're a dick. You're a dick.
But before I can really do much, it's nighttime, and the place is still swarming with zombies. I figure the best option is to head to the only place with a second floor and knock out the stairs. So I sneak over to the other side and destroy the path up. A couple followed, but they're easily dispatched.
I think I jumped. Okay.
There was so much. I spend the entire day consolidating the loot into the armory. 68 boxes of 5.56, 6 fucking rockets, a grenade launcher,
That would decimate a horde.
and a ton of guns and other various ammo types. I end up sleeping in the armory. When we wake up, it's day 96. I grab an M4A1 and a Z45 to clear the facility, but it's awfully quiet. Yeah, there's definitely a storm horde brewing, isn't there? There's a single car here, but it has no gas. I could either drive up here, or bring gas and drive this one out. I do a perimeter sweep, but there's barely any zombies. The next day, I'm woken by the storm horde.
Oh, there it is.
I rush outside, expecting to find a huge horde. But none come. This isn't good. It means that they've dispersed in the woods.
Oh. Oh.
Oh fuck. Oh fuck!
Oh god. No, no. I need to go. Turn back, turn back, turn back, turn back, turn back. Good. They're on the fence. Oh god. Oh, I did. Grim. You fucking idiot! There's horde right here and you missed them! These fucking helicopters, man, they suck. Oh god, don't panic, don't panic, don't panic. Don't panic, don't panic, don't panic, don't panic. Weave, weave, weave! Fucking, this is way too many. I can't do this. Go out, go out, go out, go out, go out.
After starving to death while fighting all day, I spend the next 2 days recovering and preparing myself for a final assault. After sweeping the facility, I'm able to grab everything. I used quite a lot to clear the place, especially the day of the storm horde, but it was extremely worth it. I also found a bunch of annotated maps on the corpses, each potentially spawning a survivor house or high-end loot. After sleeping in the facility one last time,
Oh, I slept outside. Okay.
I make my way back out. I never mentioned it because it was sort of mid-montage, but I really banged up the car driving through here. By the time we make it back to the trailer, the car is in real bad shape. Since we're not far from Rosewood, and we never cleared it out, it's the logical next step. Plus, we haven't even touched the prison yet.
Some zombies here, apparently.
First, I secure the petrol station. Pretty easy since it's on the edge of town. Shame the building itself is burned. We could have made another base here. Next, I head to the Gigamat to resupply, forming quite the little horde. Once that's done, I risk a quick trip to a survivor home, but a nearby house alarm goes off. I try to sneak it, but it's too sketchy and I dip.
A lot of zombies. This was definitely a mistake. Oi. Yeah, let's bounce.
Through the night and the next morning, I'm working on making ammo out of the explosives when a horde arrives outside.
Holy shit.
It's not too hard to deal with, but it was quite the surprise. The trailer is pretty much full to bursting at this point. Loads of ammo we'll never use that I need to dismantle, but it's so slow for some reason. It's something I'll just have to spend a few hours here and there doing. And so, the long process of clearing Rosewood begins. Despite us already having killed a couple thousand here, it's still pretty dense. But now we have an abundance of ammo, so I don't need to preserve it. Starting with 9mm and the makeshift suppressor so I don't get overwhelmed, I work my way down the main street until I've spent about 1,000 rounds for about 600 kills. The next day, I put the suppressor on the M4A1 we used at the military base. It's pretty damaged and jamming a lot, so it's better to use it in these lower intensity fights. I expend another 500 odd rounds for just as many kills, clearing out the main road in the process. But bear in mind, that's with the suppressor, so there's still a lot of zombies further afield. The next day, I take a quieter approach, trying to loot some of the shops without drawing too much attention. It's almost summer now. After a long winter, we need a change of clothes.
Is this a fit? I don't know, we've changed so much after wearing that helmet for so long.
And after a few iterations, I find an outfit I'm happy with.
I'm rating this look.
It does offer 0 protection though, but as long as I'm using a gun, it should be fine. I take off the suppressor to draw more in, and not long after sprinters, the M4A1 breaks, having spent 2,000 rounds between the military base and Rosewood.
Oh.
On our checklist of things to do in Rosewood, besides clear it, we have check the survivor house, which only takes a minute, so I'll do it real quick. I also need to fix the car, which I do when I find a survivor car in near perfect condition, but didn't realize I wasn't recording. Sorry. We find another couple later, so don't worry. We still have to repair the trailer. And we need to clear and loot the prison armory. Between the OG red pickup, a station wagon, and the stripped survivor vehicle you see here, the car is in good condition again. Can't say the same for the trailer though. And this is after I repaired it. I start my final sweep of Rosewood, which starts off with lots of killing, but dies down. You guessed it. Storm Horde. It's going to be a night one too. I'm slowly pushed out of town, away from the trailer.
Fuck. It's alright. Oh, you fucking... Okay.
I even try using my old window system from the first time in Rosewood, but I get pushed out there too.
The old system. Fuck. I'm not gonna die here. I'm not gonna die here.
Back and back. Further and further back, until I'm miles out of town. It's 6 AM the next day when it's finally over. decide to head to the prison instead of home, since it's this side of town, just to see if it's bad. Only when I get there do I remember that the armory is right by the front gate. It wouldn't really be that hard to get in, so I clear as many as I can and sneak into the armory.
Yes. Oh boy.
Dumping everything at the gatehouse. I hadn't really considered that the prison could be a major road bump in clearing the map, nor had I envisioned how much ammo we'd get. I don't know how I'm going to fit all this in the trailer. Speaking of which, I sleep, then head back to the car I left in town, back to the trailer, and tow it to the prison. With all this loot, I can be extremely liberal when clearing the prison. First, I head in with 2 kitted out shotguns, and while I love how they look, I end up mostly relying on melee. They're just not as effective with advanced trajectory. But when the zombies pile up at the windows, I get an idea. Rather than spend all my shotgun ammo to maybe kill them all, I head back to the trailer. I start making parts for grenades, but it's for the launcher, so I just stow them for later. What I want is thrown grenades, of which we have homemade pipe bombs, regular pipe bombs, and nail bombs. I make the nail bombs, but need pipes for the, well, pipe bombs. So I head out to get some. Unfortunately, the nearest place I can get them is a house about an hour's walk away. And when I get there, I realise I forgot my welding mask. So I head back, grab it, get the pipes, and return home by 1 AM. So, I've made all 3 types of bombs to see which is best. In vanilla, pipe bombs create fire, which I'm keen to avoid, so I'll use them last. I head into the prison on the 116th, back to the window, this time with an M14, and spike a grenade right through the window.
Oh my god, that killed them all.
Sadly, it doesn't count the kills, but that must have been a solid 50. I start to clear the prison cells through the windows, but the window I bombed keeps filling back up with zombies. The M14 has a slight penetrative effect, killing up to 2 zombies per shot, but the zombies keep flowing in. I'm glad I didn't charge headlong into this. After about 300 zombies, including the bomb kills that weren't counted, I head in. There's still a significant amount of zombies, but it's much better for our outside efforts, and I'm able to methodically clear each part of the interior room by room. I roam around the prison killing stragglers until 2 AM, where I sleep in the armory. When I wake, a significant horde has formed outside the gatehouse. Naturally, with all this ammo, it's not an issue. Hopefully, they were the remnants of Rosewood. The final place for me to clear is the watchtowers, which, to my surprise, have ammo.
That's it.
I only came up here to get some cinematic shots. I spend a good while just trying to get all the loot in the trailer. It's not exactly pretty, but it'll have to do. Unfortunately, Rosewood had one last fuck you, and the zombies are full of zombies again. I drive to the petrol station, take off the muffler, read, level mechanics, clear the nearby areas, hitting level 7 spear, then end the day loading my guns for tomorrow. Then, I head out and make as much noise as I can with the car, methodically clearing out each bit of Rosewood. Down to the rural areas I had the storm horde.
Fuck. Oh my god, I thought that was a bite.
Alright, that should be every zombie. I break into the drive-in cinema to sleep, where I find 2 decent condition cars. So I drive down and grab as many parts as I can and use them for repairs. Then, after getting that nasty hand wound, I finally decide to make armor. I'm not really one for protection, but I think my luck has run out at this point. I'd chop an arm off if I got a bite, but I can't exactly chop off my neck or torso, can I? It's not the best look, but it protects my important bits, except for my forearms. Just don't get hit. And with that, it's time to leave Rosewood. Look at the car and trailer. They both look pristine. This is the first time they've looked like they've not just come through an earthquake. While I was crafting the armor, I noticed that I can make a water filler, which can be installed in the sink to give us clean drinking water. It requires sand and gravel, which, conveniently, we can get from the factory complex between Rosewood and Muldra, which might as well be our next destination. I loot the factories all day, killing all the zombies in the process and topping up all of our industrial loot, particularly the materials for guns and bombs, and install the water filler.
Empty bottle rip sheets, empty bottle rip sheets.
Damn, we've come a long way. I begin the drive to Muldra, which starts off pretty rough. The woods west of town have zombies in, but I didn't expect it to be so many. It takes half a day to clear them. Eventually, I make my way into town. It's pretty quiet. Usually the main road has a lot of zombies, but I did kill 2,000 here earlier. It doesn't last though. I try to open a car that has an alarm, signaling the entire town. Well, this has turned out to be significantly harder than I expected. I mean, I knew I wouldn't be able to make it in one video, but I'd hoped to at least get to Louisville. I plan on finishing this with a part 2, which has to be done before build 42, so I can't really lollygag with this one. I would like to try my hand at a no loot run before then, but we'll see. As always, thanks to the patrons and channel members, and thanks to Display for sponsoring this video. See you next time.